So what up? Let me put this chair up a little bit. Put these bitches. Obviously, just got done with a meditation. Kinda. I can feel myself a little, kind of a little bit of low energy today, but that don't mean I ain't gonna make it, a productive day or, what I mean, get shit done or do shit like this. I'm not crazy tired. You know what I'm saying? I got some good sleep. I took some NyQuil last night though, so I think that's what did it, because I've been feeling sick. So I think that's why I'm still kind of tired. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here after this meditation. Look at this little view I got. This little meditation. You know what I'm saying? When I can't go outside, I'm right in here. You feel me? I'm right in here chilling. It's crazy, bro. This camera is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This camera is hard. But yeah, man, I really wanted to come on here and talk about like the importance of. See, when I first got into this spiritual stuff, like, and I had my first experience with the so what had happened was, and I'll tell this full story another time too, but like, obviously we had took some shroom gummies, but they were gummies, they weren't actual shrooms, and we also smoked. I don't know if y'all know, probably, a few of y'all probably know, snow cap weed. And it's pretty much like a strain of weed that's like 10 times, like, not 10 times, but it's a lot stronger than, you know what I'm saying, just the normal shit, and we had smoked that. We didn't know how much we wasn't hip on the shrooms for real. Like, we didn't know, first of all, that gummies were damn near fake, and that, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that we should have been knowing before going into doing this shit, bro. The average, bad trip type of deal. So, you know what I'm saying, I went through that. We smoked that. We took the shroom gummies, took like 10 each. I'm telling you, bro, that's a crazy ass night, bro. I'm gonna have to tell that story at some point on here. But we had did that. Three of my close friends, and oh my god, bro, the most spiritual shit I done ever went through, the most godlike, devil-like shit I done ever been through. Like, my nigga was in this room right here, like, tweaked bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas, bro. It's shit niggas do not understand about that psychedelic shit, bro. You gotta do your homework on that shit before you just start doing that shit, bro. But we had did it, I had a really bad trip. We kind of all did, and I was, after that, it woke my eye up. I've always been a believer in God. I've always on and off prayed. I've had times, you know what I'm saying, kind of throughout my life so far where I'll pray and then I won't, and then I'll pray again. I'll start praying again every night and then I won't. But first of all, after that shroom shit, I've been praying almost every night for probably like 6 months now. I've been almost every night. I ain't gonna say every night, but I've been praying a lot. And with the shroom shit, once you tap into that shit in your mind, and you have an awakening and shit like that, your third eye open, bro, your pineal gland open, and you start really connecting with the realm that's with us here that we can't see right now. It intrigues. It'll do a few things. It'll either scare you away or it'll intrigue you a lot. And me, I was intrigued with it, and the type of nigga I am, and shit that I learned through my natal chart, like I'm obsessive with shit that I really think is cool, or like shit that I really find interesting. Like I'll be like genuinely obsessive over that shit. Like I'll you know what I'm saying? I'll go deep. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I went deep, and I went deep quick, because I wanted to know what the fuck had just happened to me that night. I wanted to know what the fuck happened, why it happened, how it can't happen again. And I just wanted to pick up like a few more messages from that night because it was just so fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? But it was so real that it was like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. You gotta do that shit yourself. I don't recommend doing it without knowing what you're doing first, or knowing what you should be doing. I'll probably make a whole nother video on that, because summertime, it's winter right now, but summertime I plan on doing that shit again. Only because I've put in my inner work now and I know how to prepare to do it. I'm not gonna be taking no gummies. I'm not gonna be smoking with it. I'm taking pure shrooms. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's yeah, bro. But with being super intrigued into it, the first, especially like 3 months, like I was really trying to go deep. Like I was trying to I'm learning about all types of shit. I'm watching, well, and this is what niggas don't know. Like freshman year of high school, it was like during COVID, kind of, when a lot of y'all probably know Spiritual Soul. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual Soul, he had made, he had a channel, you know what I'm saying, talking about all the spiritual shit. And I had watched that shit a lot. Like I was into that shit. Like I was always watching his videos and whatnot. And yeah, it was just cool. Like even when I wasn't tapped into that shit yet, I was young. I was only like 14, 13. Like I was into that. I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, like this is some deep shit. And my higher self was clicking with that shit, bro. Something in my head was like clicking with it. I started trying to meditate a little bit. Long story short, school started up back again, you know, after the COVID shit. And schedule got too busy, but I could have found time in my day, but I just stopped doing it. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped meditating, stopped watching them and shit like that. I never really stopped believing in that shit, don't get me wrong. I just stopped doing it. Kind of how I would stop praying and shit like that. But, so yeah, after the psychedelic shit, I got back to watching him. And, you know, just going through the basic, like, information of, like, spiritual shit. And I started getting really intrigued. And I started learning about shit like I said, kind of debate, like how your dreams affect you. And certain things like astral projecting and shit like that. Now, I'm learning about all this shit, but I'm not learning deeper. And even still, I haven't. But I can at least acknowledge that I haven't. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I need to do it to do this. But like, I didn't go deep enough into the research with this astral projecting or calling on your spirit guides or shit like that. So like, I'm trying all this shit, and I'm casually seeing shit that's saying like you shouldn't be astral projecting. That's you leaving a vessel open for spirits to attach to you. Shit, whatever. Long story short, I stopped doing that because I'm thinking like, well, first of all, it kind of wasn't working, and two, I was doing it in my lucid dreams though, and that's something and I'll talk about lucid dreams in another video because I love lucid dreaming. I fully believe in taking signs from your dreams. I fully believe in writing your dreams down because it's I'm telling y'all, if y'all write y'all fucking dream, if y'all, bro, have a clear mind throughout the day, meditate throughout the day. If you smoke weed at night, if you drink at night, if you do any of that shit, meditate after doing that shit and then go to, you feel me? Go to bed with a clear mind. I'm telling you, when you dream, pray for it too. Pray for signs in your dreams. Pray for stuff like this. When you write your dreams down that next day, bro, and you continue to do this for a while, you will start seeing shit add up in your dreams. One thing that you'll start seeing in your dreams is shit happen in a certain way in your dreams before it happens in real life. You'll know that you'll have at least two or three experiences, probably first 3 months of like, damn, you go back and you read them shits. I remember I had one. I'm not gonna go too into detail about that. I might go into that in my lucid dreaming video, but like, I'm having this dream, and then it's like a week later, it was like something identical happened to it. And it wasn't the exact same thing, but it was damn near identical. Like, you're going to be able to put the pieces together and shit like that. And you just start learning shit about your dreams. And so I've continued to do that. I will always vouch for that. I will never say that that's anything bad. It's not, because people lucid dream on without even being into spiritual stuff, like on a regular. Like I was one of those people. Like I've been lucid dreaming since I was a little nigga, like a little kid, like elementary type shit, especially middle school. So like I'm never gonna say that's bad, but it does get to a point where like you're doing too much. And my dad kind of he's warned me, and that's why, I kind of made a video, but I don't know if I'm gonna put it up, but like it was a video about him and like the conversations I was having with him after the experience that I had. Because I told him straight up, I had told him I've been smoking weed. I smoked weed that night. I did some shrooms. We had some crazy shit, because my dad the type of nigga I can actually talk to. And I'm 19, nigga. I was 18 at the time, so like I'm grown now. Like he ain't just he gonna talk to me as a grown ass man. But so I had talked to him about it, and he was like telling me like, bro, stop, don't be acting like doing all this shit is just cool and shit, and you just, you know what I'm saying? He was like you, what did that's what he was like. You want to go through this shit? You want to be kind of tapped into this shit? You want to go into this shit as damn near kind of like maybe a career? You want to do whatever? That's cool. You've now tapped into this energy in this crib. You've now tapped into this shit here. And he was telling me like, you gonna have to have some still nerves. When they get dark at night, you alone, you know what I'm saying? You start hearing shit. Shit start moving. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you really like tapped into this shit, because you don't understand. Like, that's another thing. Like I started sun gazing and shit, and I was watching Spiritual Soul, and it was like, bro, if you sun gaze, he was warning too. Like, you sun gaze, you not going back. You open your third eye, you not going back, bro. You that bitch is going to be open. You're going to start having experiences. One of the experiences I start having, I don't know if this is just like kind of people who smoke weed, if this is just kind of, because you got to do your homework on weed. Weed is also a spiritual drug, but herb. I'm gonna call it a herb. So weed is also a spiritual herb. When I started sun gazing, I didn't experience this while I was sun gazing, but I was sun gazing a lot. I then started moon gazing. I would moon gaze, and mind you, now I'm gonna tell you this straight up. Moon gazing is some of the most I will make a whole different video on that. Moon gazing is some of the most spiritual experiences I've ever had. Moon gazing hey bro, that's in a league of its own, bro. Like, for real, if you start going out moon gazing, stargazing, and like you will really be tapped in, bro. It's so quiet outside, like late at night, bro. So I would come back in, and I'm noticing, like, I'm looking at my TV, and as long as I'm staring at it, and I'm locked in, but I'm looking at my peripheral, like corner visions, I'm seeing shit. I swear to you not, bro. I'm seeing shit. Like, I'm not like people. You don't see a form of a body. It's just like energy just going like that. It for me, it just goes like, if I sit here, like if I were to sit here right now or turn around and stare at, like, I don't know, if I were to just stare at like the fucking middle of the door over there, I would be seeing, I'm telling you, I can do it to this day, bro. And it's just like energy, like in my peripheral that I can see, but you look and it's not there. It's never there. You can't see it with these two eyes. But in your peripheral, you can see that shit because your third eye open. Hell, sometimes you can see it especially if you smoke and you maybe go outside at night and you smoke. If your third eye is open, you'll start seeing shit right there, and then you'll really try to focus on it. It won't be there. I'm telling y'all. So what I'm trying to get at is, when you open that third eye, you're going to start seeing the shit around you. You're not only going to be tapped into the shit around you now energetically, you're going to be able to see that shit. That's what your third eye is for. You work on all the other stuff with energy and stuff like that, the other chakras and stuff. But once that shit rises to your third eye and you have enough energy to put up here, I'm telling you, you will start seeing that shit. And that's kind of where I'm leading into this. Like, the point of this video is like, you have to have some still ass nerves. Y'all think, yeah, tell me this. Why do y'all think it's damn near only at night where we be hearing like little, you know what I'm saying? You would be chilling in your room or chilling in your living room, and you just hear, or you hear your certain crack. Like my shit creaks all night up here. It just creak, like little, just like creak, and I'm downstairs and I'm listening to this shit, and I'm thinking, wait a damn minute, what could this be? Like this, it's not. This shit can't just be just like some normal, like. How come I'm only hearing this shit at night? Because it's maybe quieter. Listen right now. It ain't no noise. It ain't no noise but that train, which also comes at night. So why are we all... Now, I've also learned the veil between the spiritual realm and this realm is very thin at night. So, what... Y'all tell me what y'all think that shit is around your house that you can just... You hear little ticks or you hear little... shit, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the spiritual realm. It's all around us. I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm not saying it in a trying to scare a nigga type way. No, bro, it's not. You are not supposed to be living in fear. If you hear that and you living in fear, you should not be listening to this video right now. If the first thing that you thought about with that shit was associated with fear, then you should not be watching this shit, or you just shouldn't open your third eye. But you gonna have them type of experiences, I'm telling y'all. I damn near feel like I'm reiterating what my nigga Spiritual So said, bro, but it's so real, dog. Like, you gonna start seeing that shit. You gonna start feeling that shit. Especially if you high, bro, you're going to feel that shit, bro. And that's why I kind of low-key gotta chill on the side that I smoke, the certain side that I need to start growing that shit. I either need to do that, or I just need to stop, smoking at night, because it'll have me a little bit scared sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm living in my lower chakras and I'm living in fear and all this bullshit, like, yeah, bro, it'll have me kind of fucked up a little bit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, my pops was like, you have to have some still nerves fucking with that shit. And I'm telling her, yeah. I know. And I ain't never really had, like, no real problems with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm gonna be good. I know I'm gonna be good. But you gotta know what's gonna come with this shit. Like, this spiritual realm just isn't all good spirits. These other dimensions, it's some shit, bro. It's some shit behind all that. So... I just rewatched one of his videos last night, and it was like, don't be calling on shit. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm calling on my spirit guides. I start seeing 1111 a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing that shit a lot. Like, I remember there was one time in the whip, bro. I'm sitting there, I see 1111 on my phone, and I'm like, damn, something. I was just looking up, like, what do you see in continuous numbers? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? I look down. Something tells me to look down at my dollar. I forget what dollar bill it had on it. It was 11. It was on it. It was on somewhere on the motherfucker. It was 1111. I'll fuck around and show y'all niggas in another video. I forget which dollar bill it was, but or which bill it was, but like, bro, it was some type of, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it was, something was telling me to look down at that motherfucker, and I saw 1111 right after I saw it on my phone. Since that day, that was in Marietta, the college I go to, I've been seeing 1111 hella since. Like, hella since. So, I believe my spirit guides are with me because I have been calling on them, but you don't want to be doing that shit, bro. You do not want to be doing that shit if you're not ready for it. If you don't know who your spirit guides are, if you don't, yes, ask for help from your ancestors or whatnot and good spirits, but when you're praying for shit like this, pray for God, bro. What God wants you to have in your life. Don't try to force some other energy into you, into your space or into your, you know what I'm saying? Like, it get deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you plan on having a psychedelic experience. You don't want all of those energies latched onto you, bro. Negative energies latched onto you. Pray for good energy, bro. Don't be trying to go too much outside of yourself, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't be doing that shit, bro. If you not fucking ready for, especially if you young, bro. Especially if you weak, bro. Especially if you know it's certain traumas that you have gone through that you haven't fixed yet or tapped into yet. Know that shit, bro, because my pops couldn't have said it better, bro. You gonna have still nerves through this shit. You gonna have to have some still nerves. You gonna have to be able to see some shit and be alright. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you know, if you know, nigga. Like, you gonna have to be able to hear some shit and alright. You know what I'm saying? Cool, you here, but I'm here, nigga. You might be here too. But it ain't you here and I'm here too. It's I'm here and you here too, nigga. I don't know why that shit just popped up. But yeah, bro. That's pretty much my messages, bro. Take it slow. Don't just want to dive into all of this shit and call on a bunch of shit and be in the spiritual realm. And I get it, bro. You use the spiritual realm to your advantage. But do everything through God, bro. If you do everything through God, you're gonna be straight. I promise you that. And have still nerves, bro. That's really all I got for real, bro. Now I want to come on here and talk about that because that's kind of what I've been going through lately, and I wanted to put that out there. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, bro. I'm gone.